I think there's a handful of guys over the course there. Bergeron comes to mind, being the Boston's coming to town, and then they are willing to let their offense be less noticed. Everybody knows they're good offensive players and can make incredible plays, but I don't think he comes to the rink as a mindset of showing it. He comes to the rink to help his team win. So his decisions are always just solid hockey on the right side of the puck, capable of great things offensively, but he prioritizes winning over that.
How do you deal with all the intangibles in that? Jim can point to, we just won a Game 7, we want to avenge last year, all those things. What are the things that you can point to and say, this is why we should be in the bigger believers in this series?
Well, I won't spend any time worrying about whether we believe it or not. We're a pretty good team. So that's, and then all of the things of the past mean nothing, because you can pull an example. Game 7s, they just played 7. They got more miles on them than we did. Last year we played Game 7, won Game 1. It just doesn't matter. None of it matters. The puck drops. We have to talk for a couple of days, and we need to, because it makes people turn their TVs on, and we really need that to happen, and it's fun to talk about. The puck's going to drop, and none of it matters. It won't have anything to do with the way the first minute of that game goes. The whistle blows, and nobody's going to get together at the middle ice going, yeah, this is what we've got going. What do you got? It's just going to be played. The game's going to get played, and that's it.
You guys have a lot of Toronto tape now. You take that to Goodwill, or what do you do with it?
No, it's a learning experience, right? When you have to spend 7 days watching 2 teams, you got a lot of video on both teams, but you understand both teams a little differently, so you get to watch players a little closer. They're doing the same thing on us, right? Their video guys have been cutting video for a week on the night. Both teams cutting for the night. Everybody prepares ahead, so there are no secrets. We're divisional rivals. We played each other 4 times. 7, we played each other enough. We understand each other.
And Matthew talked a little bit about you guys coming out in Toronto for Game 1. You guys came out flying and took control of that. How do you kind of withstand that? Because you know Boston's going to bring it from the get.
Yeah, everybody's got potential advantages. They've got a rhythm advantage. Obviously, they just come out there on a high. I've been on both sides of that. I've come off Game 7s and lost Game 1, and come off Game 7 and won Game 1. So we have our advantage. We're fairly rested. All of the small bumps and bruises that we had are gone. They'll be back after the first period tomorrow for both teams. I'm not going to spend any time at all. We're going to talk hockey, and we're going to talk about ourselves, and then that's it.
I know you said you had 2 lineup cards in Game 5.
Yeah.
And now obviously you kept that top line intact going into this playoff series. What made you go that route, and what do you think Tkachuk and Barkov could do together? It
wasn't about them. It was about 5 of Tampa's top 6 are very fast. Mm-hmm. The 6th is Kucherov, so he's not bad.
Yeah.
So they had this dynamic top 6, and we weren't really in a position to necessarily check any one of them, right? Our lines look different. Tarasenko, Reinhart, and Barkov are fantastic against a certain kind of line. I thought Lundell was playing great with Verhaeghe and Tkachuk, and they were, except that I know that Lusteron and Lundell and Reinhart can play against the other team's best, and they can take face-offs on both sides. So that's all that was. It's a little different opponent I think we're facing. We'll play with it. That's unnecessary. It's unfortunate. Every team who continues to go on, they're going to have injuries, and they're going to have injuries at some point to important personnel. Mm-hmm. And this is kind of a line set that we've used in the past. We ran it in the playoffs last year, so we had some comfort with it.
Can we
Last question here, and thanks for
I'm sorry? Yeah, skated well today. He's at or probably better than I had hoped he would. He's not playing tomorrow night, but we'll list him as day to day.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Today.